Studio MAPPA, since its inception, has not just been a name but a phenomenon in the anime industry. They've redefined what it means to create visually stunning and narratively compelling anime. However, this luminary rise is not without its shadows. Beneath the glitz of accolades and fanfare lies a tapestry of controversies that have sparked debate across the anime community and industry alike. This video aims to unravel the intricate story of Studio MAPPA's meteoric rise. We will delve into the depths of its successes, the nuances of its controversies, and the impact it has had on the broader anime industry. From the glowing reviews of their animation artistry to the heated discussions about their work ethics and production practices, this exploration seeks to understand the multifaceted nature of Studio MAPPA's journey in the world of anime. As our journey into the heart of Studio MAPPA begins, we rewind to the year 2011, a pivotal moment in the anime world. Founded by Masao Maruyama, a legend in the anime industry, Studio MAPPA emerged as a beacon of creative freedom and artistic innovation. Maruyama, having co-founded Madhouse, another titan in the anime industry, brought with him a wealth of experience and a vision to create a studio that would push the boundaries of traditional anime storytelling. The early years of Studio MAPPA were marked by a bold foray into diverse genres and narratives. They started with a bang. Their inaugural project, Kids on the Slope, in 2012, a jazz-infused coming-of-age story immediately capturing the hearts of anime enthusiasts. This was a clear signal of MAPPA's commitment to diverse storytelling, a refreshing departure from mainstream trends. Following this, Studio MAPPA continued to build its portfolio with a series of successful projects that helped cement its reputation. Terror in Resonance in 2014, a thrilling and emotionally charged anime, showcased MAPPA's ability to handle complex narratives with a delicate yet impactful approach. Then came Yuri on Ice in 2016, a groundbreaking series in the sports anime genre. Not only did it win acclaim for its beautiful animation and compelling story, but it also broke social barriers, celebrating diversity and love in a way rarely seen in the genre. These early successes were not just triumphs in storytelling and animation, they were bold statements of Studio MAPPA's ethos and vision. They were laying down the groundwork for what would become a legacy of pushing the envelope in the anime industry. With each project, MAPPA was not just creating anime, they were creating conversations, challenging norms, and building a passionate global fan base. As we transition from these early triumphs, we begin to see the silhouette of a studio that's not just a creator, but a trendsetter in the world of anime. The ascension of Studio MAPPA into the upper echelons of the anime world was not just gradual, it was meteoric. The trajectory was marked by a series of groundbreaking projects that not only won critical acclaim, but also captivated a global audience. Among these, Attack on Titan: The Final Season stands out as a monumental achievement. When MAPPA took over the production from Wit Studio, the expectations were sky high and the pressure immense. Yet MAPPA not only met these expectations, but exceeded them, delivering a visually stunning and emotionally charged finale to one of the most beloved anime series of the decade. Simultaneously, Jujutsu Kaisen burst onto the scene, further solidifying MAPPA's reputation. This series, with its intricate plot, complex characters, and exhilarating fight scenes, became an instant hit. It wasn't just the storytelling that captivated the viewers, it was the visual artistry. MAPPA's animation brought the battles to life with such intensity and fluidity that it raised the bar for what was possible in anime action sequences. These projects were more than just popular shows, they were cultural phenomena that transcended language and geographical barriers. They played a crucial role in bringing anime to a broader, more diverse audience, many of whom were experiencing Japanese animation for the first time. Amidst this rising tide of success, Studio MAPPA underwent significant expansion. The studio grew not just in size with an increasing number of staff joining its ranks, but also in its technological capabilities. Investments in cutting-edge animation tools and techniques became a priority, enabling the studio to tackle more ambitious projects and experiment with new styles. This expansion was not just a response to their success, it was a commitment to their vision of constantly evolving and pushing the limits of what anime can be. The rise of Studio MAPPA is a story of relentless pursuit of excellence and innovation. As their projects garnered international acclaim, the studio itself transformed, growing in both capacity and ambition, ready to take on the next challenge and continue its journey in redefining the anime experience. However, Studio MAPPA's meteoric rise and celebrated successes are not without their shadows. As the studio soared, reports and allegations began to surface, casting a spotlight on the darker aspects of its operations. The most significant among these concerns revolve around the working conditions within the studio. Reports of a pervasive crunch culture, where animators are subject to grueling work hours under intense pressure, paint a troubling picture. Allegations of overworking, coupled with underpaying, especially for freelance animators, further contribute to a narrative of a work environment that demands a reconsideration of industry norms. Several former employees of Studio MAPPA have spoken out about the working conditions they experienced, particularly during the production of high-profile projects like Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen. A freelance animator known as Mushio described the working environment at MAPPA during the production of Attack on Titan the final season as factory-like, where lower-rung animators were repeatedly tasked with correcting drawings instead of creating their own animation. This intense focus on corrections over creation was a major point of criticism. Mushio also noted about 80% of the employees shared similar complaints at the time. Another significant issue highlighted was the studio's practice of working on multiple projects simultaneously without adequate training or preparation for the team. This approach contributed to the stressful work environment and put immense pressure on the animators. This situation was not unique to Mushio. Several other staff members and industry critics have echoed these concerns, comparing MAPPA's work culture to that of Madhouse, a studio known for its harsh work conditions. The response to these revelations from fans and the broader community has been one of concern and support for the animators. Discussions on platforms like Reddit and Twitter have highlighted the need for better working conditions in the anime industry. Some fans have even suggested delaying upcoming projects to provide animators with more manageable workloads. These allegations and the subsequent public reaction underscore the ongoing challenges within the anime industry, particularly around the treatment of animators and the balance between maintaining high production values and ensuring fair and healthy work conditions. This leads us to a pivotal debate in the anime world: the balance between quality and quantity. As Studio MAPPA took on an increasingly ambitious slate of projects, questions arose about the sustainability of their approach. Critics and fans alike began to wonder if the studio was stretching itself too thin, taking on more projects than it could handle without compromising the quality of its work. This concern was not just about the well-being of the staff, but also about maintaining the high standards of animation that had become synonymous with the MAPPA brand. The impact of Studio MAPPA's practices extends beyond its walls and into the broader anime industry. The studio, with its high-profile projects and international acclaim, sets a precedent and influences industry standards. The way MAPPA addresses these challenges and criticisms could shape the future of working conditions for animators, the production quality of anime, and the overall health of the industry itself. As a leader in the field, MAPPA's response to these controversies is not just critical for the studio itself, but for the entire anime community. In navigating these controversies, Studio MAPPA stands at a crossroads. The choices it makes and the path it follows will not only define its future, but also have far-reaching implications for the anime community at large. In the face of these controversies, Studio MAPPA has not remained silent. Their response to allegations and criticisms has been a mix of acknowledgement and proactive steps towards change. Through official statements, the studio has addressed the concerns raised about working conditions. They've recognized the challenges faced by their animators and the need for a healthier work-life balance. This acknowledgement is a crucial first step in addressing the deep-rooted issue within the anime industry. In response to the concerns about overworking and underpayment, MAPPA has outlined initiatives aimed at improving conditions for their staff. This includes revising payment structures to ensure fair compensation, especially for freelance animators who are often the most vulnerable to exploitation. Additionally, the studio has started implementing policies to manage workloads more effectively, aiming to reduce the instances of crunch and ensure a more sustainable working environment. Beyond internal changes, MAPPA is also engaged in broader industry discussion about the future of anime production. Recognizing their role as an influential player in the industry, they have advocated for industry-wide changes that prioritize the well-being of animators. These include calls for more realistic project timelines and budgets that reflect true cost of producing high-quality anime. However, these changes are not without their challenges. Implementing new policies and altering established production practices is a complex process, especially in an industry as demanding and fast-paced as anime. The effectiveness of these changes and their impact on both the quality of MAPPA's productions and the well-being of their staff will be closely watched by fans and industry professionals alike. Studio MAPPA's response to these controversies highlights a willingness to evolve and adapt in the face of criticism. It's a journey that many in the anime industry are observing with keen interest, as it could set new standards for how studios operate and treat their creative workforce. The reaction to Studio MAPPA's handling of the controversies has been as diverse and vibrant as the community itself. Fans, the lifeblood of the industry, have taken to social media platforms to voice their opinions, ranging from staunch support to critical concern. Some have expressed admiration for MAPPA's willingness to address and rectify these issues, seeing it as a positive step toward a healthier industry. This sentiment is often accompanied by a continued appreciation of the studio's artistic output, underscoring the belief that ethical practices can coexist with high-quality animation. Conversely, there are fans who remain skeptical. For them, the proof lies in tangible changes and sustained efforts over time. These individuals often share their thoughts through detailed social media posts and video essays, scrutinizing MAPPA's every move and holding them accountable for their promises. This critical eye reflects a growing awareness and concern among viewers about the working conditions of those who create anime they love. The response from industry professionals offers another layer of insight. Animators, directors, and other insiders have spoken about the broader implications of MAPPA's actions. Some view MAPPA's response as a necessary evolution, a sign that the industry is finally starting to reckon with long-standing issues. This perspective is particularly poignant, coming from those who have experienced the industry's grueling demands firsthand. Others in the industry point out that while MAPPA's initiatives are commendable, they are just one studio in a much larger ecosystem. They emphasize the need for industry-wide change, advocating for collective action and systemic reform. This includes calls for better labor standards, more transparent production processes, and a shift in how the success of an anime is measured, moving beyond just commercial metrics to also consider the welfare of its creators. The community and the industry's reaction to Studio MAPPA's situation is a complex tapestry of hope, skepticism, and a desire for change. It reflects a maturing anime fandom that is increasingly conscious of the ethical dimensions of anime production, and an industry at a crossroads, grappling with the need to balance commercial success with human working conditions. As Studio MAPPA navigates the currents of change and controversy, the horizon is lined with new and exciting projects that promise to keep the studio at the forefront of the anime world. Anticipation is high for their upcoming works, each carrying the signature MAPPA blend of artistic innovation and storytelling prowess. Among these titles, like Chainsaw Man and the continuation of Jujutsu Kaisen, are generating considerable buzz. These projects are not just eagerly awaited by fans, but are also seen as barometers for MAPPA's commitment to balancing quality with ethical production practices. The speculation about what the future holds for Studio MAPPA is rife with possibilities. There's a sense that the studio is at a pivotal juncture, with the potential to redefine not just its own path, but also set new standards for the anime industry. In terms of growth, MAPPA seems poised to continue its expansion, but the key will be how they manage this growth. Will they continue to take on numerous high-profile projects simultaneously? Will they opt for a more measured approach, focusing on fewer projects with more dedicated resources? The question of quality is also central to these speculations. Fans and critics alike are watching to see if MAPPA can maintain the high standard of animation and storytelling that has become their hallmark, especially as they implement changes to address working conditions. The hope is that these improvements will not only sustain, but potentially enhance the studio's creative output. Furthermore, MAPPA's journey is emblematic of broader industry trends. Their response to controversies, their future projects, and their overall trajectory will likely influence other studios and the anime industry as a whole. There is a growing call for sustainable production practices, fair compensation, and a more holistic approach to measuring success in the anime world. Studio MAPPA, with its influential position, could play a significant role in shaping these industry standards. Looking ahead, Studio MAPPA's future appears as dynamic and intriguing as the stories they tell. With each new project and step they take, MAPPA isn't just crafting anime, they're weaving the fabric of the industry's future. From their ambitious beginnings and groundbreaking projects, to the intense debates over working conditions and the balance of quality versus quantity, Studio MAPPA's journey is a microcosm of the anime industry itself. As they embark on new projects and face the challenges of growth and ethical production, their story continues to unfold, influencing not just their own future, but the landscape of the anime community worldwide. Now, I turn to you, the viewers. What are your thoughts on Studio MAPPA's journey and its impact on the anime industry? Share your perspective in the comments below.